everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. So today, we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series number 84, Deluxe Class, Autobots Ironhide. There we go, yes. Now, before we take a closer look at this figure, it's always nice to take a quick glance at the packaging, which is right here. So, on the front of the box, you do have a beautiful image there of Ironhide in his robot mode. Number 84, Studio Series, Ironhide. He's an Autobots, of course, Hasbro. Transformers logo on the side, Generations, Takara Tomy. From the Bumblebee movie on the top. And of course, no plastic again. I hate the no plastic deal. I hate the no plastic thing. I just hate it. I despise it. You know what? I don't care. But you do have another image of Ironhide right there. Autobot logo, which is correct. Hooray! Another closer up image of Autobot. I didn't realize this. He actually has an Autobot symbol on his forehead. Yeah, he does. Just like Bumblebee. He's number 84, Studio Series. He's a Deluxe Class. And you have the obligatory product shots. He transforms in 22 steps. Robot mode, alt mode. His name is Ironhide again. You have the Cybertron fall scene. Yes, the backdrop is about the scene from the opening scene in the Bumblebee movie where they just showcase Cybertron and everything. So the bio says, Ironhide and the Autobots take on the Decepticons in the final stand. That's right, that is right. So, that is it for the packaging. So now, we shall move on to the review table and see what the big deal is for this little guy. So let's get it on, man, let's go! And here we have Bumblebee movie Ironhide, fully transformed into his Cybertronian vehicle mode. Now this is actually a repaint, slight retool of the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Ratchet figure, and it looks really good in red. I gotta tell you, it really looks good in red. Got the Autobot symbol right up front, and nice gunmetal gray paint on this section right here, and nice blue translucent windows. And I like the yellow striping right here. Is this yellow or gold? I can't really tell. I think it looks gold. I think it looks more gold than yellow. I have no idea. Nice red painted rims. I do like that. Yeah, the colors are really nice. You know, it has red. You know, it's also being broken up with some grays and some blacks, and with a little bit of a gunmetal gray. And yeah, it looks good. You have a visible head syndrome right there. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like this mold, so I don't mind owning it again as Ironhide. Well, I had to get Ironhide because you can't have Ratchet, you know, being alone in the Autobot team. No. You must always have Ironhide and Ratchet together because they're always, you know, sharing the same mold with each other. Well, excluding the Bayverse counterparts, those are just different versions of Ironhide and Ratchet. They're not the same mold, they're different molds. I'm talking about like the G1 version, you know, the animated versions, you know. I mean animated Ratchet wasn't white, but he still shared the same mold with Ironhide, so yeah, it counts. And also excluding Transformers Prime because remember in Transformers Prime, in the Transformers Prime toy line, we did get an Ironhide, a Deluxe Ironhide, but that Ironhide was just, you know, completely inspired by both G1 and Bayverse, and he was red and black. So, and he was not a repaint / retool of Ratchet. So I'm talking about like the red and white motif for Ironhide and Ratchet. So when you have a red and white Ironhide and Ratchet, they must always be a pair. You know, because you can't have a Ratchet without an Ironhide. So, because once you have Ratchet, you gotta have Ironhide. It makes total sense. It makes more sense to have both characters because both Ironhide and Ratchet are important parts of this Transformers franchise, and yeah, they're just important. You know, hey, so I had to get this. I literally had no choice. So plus he has a new head, so which is pretty cool. But yeah, looks good. Looks really good overall. I mean, I have no problems with the alt mode whatsoever. Yes, you can see some visible gaps, but I don't care. Honestly, don't care about gaps because I don't complain about gaps because it's useless to complain about gaps. So, in my opinion, anyway. So yeah, but yeah, it looks really good. Look, I love these Cybertronian alt modes. They look pretty cool and very, very alien. I love it. I absolutely love it. So. Alright, so let's talk about the weapon. Okay, we're gonna talk about the weapon right here. He does come with a gun, which is the same gun as Ratchet's gun, and it's done in black. I want to see a gun comparison. Here is Ratchet's gun, and yeah, Ratchet's gun is a lighter grayish paint, lighter grayish color, you know, whereas this version of the gun is more blackish. So yeah, so they did change up the color for Ironhide, and yeah, so you can store this in alt mode. Well, in theory, you can store this in alt mode. There's a port right on top, and in theory, you're supposed to plug this in, and there you go. But guess what? It does not have a secure connection. If you turn it upside down, oh, now it's making me a liar. Usually, it loves to fall off when I bring it upside down. So, see, there we go. See, it just doesn't. It just doesn't plug in super securely. It's like it's very, very loose right here. See, yeah, it just falls off very easily. Ratchet's gun can store on the alt mode very securely, but for Ironhide, nope. It just falls, which is unfortunate. But hey, I don't really care about weapon storage. You know, it's cool that you can store the weapon in alt mode, but I just don't care about weapon storage. So I'm just gonna leave it off to the side, and we will get down to some size comparisons. Here we have Bumblebee Ironhide compared with the Siege version of Ironhide, you know, because he actually, this one actually had a Cybertronian mode as well. So, yeah, you can see the the Studio Series version is a lot smaller and a lot shorter. So, yeah, you can see that. Yep, it's basically half of Siege, you know. But yeah, but this guy is still a really good figure, really cool figure. It's just that these panels love to pop off. Yeah. But he's still a really good figure. I still like him. So yeah, but yeah, I actually like both very equally. So I do like both quite a bit. But this one actually has more solid connections. You know, nothing pops off. You know, and it's more solid. You know, this one. These panels just love to pop up when you transform him into robot mode. So, or when you transform him from mode to mode, these panels will fall off on you. So that's one issue with this figure. But yeah, there you have the comparison here with Siege Ironhide, and with the previous Studio Series Ironhide, you can see that Ironhide got demoted into a Deluxe class, you know, because he used to be a Voyager, but now he's a Deluxe class. And yeah, two totally different designs here, and that means that the Bumblebee movie is pretty much a reboot. This is literally the rebooted version of movie Ironhide, back into his original G1 colors, so, you know, his original red colors, so, but I do love the black, you know, I actually love black Ironhide, you know, quite a bit. So I actually love this figure because I grew up with this design, but I also like the original colors for Ironhide, you know, a red Ironhide, I like that too. So yeah, I got no issues with these two figures whatsoever. Just, you know, I have none. I really have none. Maybe I do have issues with him in robot mode, you know, with this bumper not being able to hinge back, which is unfortunate. But yeah, but this guy is still a great figure, great figure. So yeah, Studio Series is doing really well with these figures. I'm very impressed. So anyway, let's move on. And here we have Ironhide fully reunited with his other Cybertronian Autobots and with the Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. I know that I said in my review of Bumblebee RC I would not, I wouldn't, you know, bring in Optimus Prime because he has an Earth mode rather than a Cybertronian mode, so it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work very cohesively, but this time I'm breaking the rule here. So yeah, here we have the Autobots, you know, that appeared in the first few minutes of the opening scene from the Bumblebee movie. So they look really good together. Yeah, they look really good together. Optimus Prime is just, yeah, he sticks out like a sore thumb because since he's in Earth mode, not a Cybertronian mode. So, yeah, but nonetheless, they still look good. They still look good together. I will say that for sure. So these figures are really, really awesome. Really awesome toys, in my opinion. You know, Studio Series, they have knocked it out of the park with these figures, you know, in my opinion anyway. So alright, so that is pretty much it for the Ultimate comparisons right here. Alrighto, so now that we are done looking at the Alt mode, it is time to transform Mr. Ironhide into his robot mode. So let us get started. So now, you want to take the arms, just untap them. Okay, FYI, this transformation is the same as Ratchet's, so obviously. And you want to take his hands, flip them out, there we go, flip them out, just like that, and just open up these doors right here, open up these doors, and just bring this out, bring these out like so, and just bring all that in, just like that. And you only want to take this top section right here, just untab it, and just untab that right there. Just bring this up like that, like so, and just rotate this section around, and just unfold the legs, unfold the legs, and you want to take the leg, just rotate it to the forefront so the detail is matching up, and just rotate it to the forefront. There we go. And you want to take the foot and just rotate that around, and there you have the oh wait, we're not done with the leg yet. You want to take this section right here, just rotate around until it loops into place. There we go. Take this, rotate that around, and then bring this around just like that, and there we have both legs all done and ready. So now what you want to do, I need to zoom out a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. You want to take this entire section right here, just is on the hinge right here, just bring this down, and you want to bring all this up and just bring this over his head. There we go. Just bring this down, and that will tab into place just like that. There we go. And take the arms, just bring this back, and then bring this back like so. Tap that in, bring that back, and bring that back. Tap that in. If I can actually tab it in, I don't think I can tab in. So just tab in. Thank you. There we go. Tap that in, and I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Oh yes, we are done with the transformation. So there you have Mr. Ironhide fully transformed into his robot mode, and he looks really good, really dang good in my opinion. Love the color scheme on this figure. Really cool. Really cool. Actually, let me raise up the camera a little bit so you can see the full effect right there. Just, I need to raise up. Thank you. But there we go. Let me bring him back a bit. There we go. Yeah, it looks good. Looks really dang good in my opinion. I really have no issues with the robot mode whatsoever. Yeah, but anyway, so let us get in close here. We can take a look at the head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. Much more Ironhide this time around, and of course he has light piping. So, yep. So when you shine the light behind his head, his eyes do glow a nice bright blue, which is really cool. So I do like the light piping right there, and yeah, nice head sculpt. Really nice head sculpt all around. You know, I love the silver paint on the face. That's pretty cool. Nice details, and Yeah, and I love the gunmetal gray paint on the arms. You know, a little bit of gunmetal gray paint on these sections on the arms, and love the paint. I love how they painted the feet. That is really, really well done. Really, really nice. And yeah, it just pops. You know, it just pops. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, very clean back. So all in all, it's a very clean transformation as far as I'm concerned. Yes, I'm aware. You know, the CGI model had the thighs completely grayed out, but I actually like these colors better because it was complete. If it was completely gray, then it would be very, very plain. But of course, it will be accurate, so I can't really complain about something that is accurate. But I do like this better. You know, it helps break out the gray. You know, in the thighs. You know, have a red, gray, and then red. So hey, it's an alternative. You know, the colors are alternating between each other, so that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. So I definitely like this red and gray matchup here with for the thighs a lot better. So, but that's me. That's just me. That's just my opinion. But yeah, all in all, he looks really good. Looks really good. Now the articulation is, you know, it's the same as Ratchet. So his head is on the ball joint. It can rotate the full 360. Can look up a little bit. Can look down a little bit. The arms can rotate the full 360. You know, they can move in and out. Bicep swivel, elbow joint. You know, like that. And of course, you do have inward movement for the hands. No wrist swivels, but I don't care about wrist swivels. He has a waist swivel, which is nice. The legs can move up that far, can move back that far, and he can pretty much do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel, a knee joint, about 90 degrees of bend, and of course the feet can move up and down a little bit, and of course he has some ankle tiltage right there. So, but there you go. So yeah, same articulation as Ratchet, nothing all that new. So the only one new thing of this figure is the head. That's the only thing they retooled, but other than that, it's just a repaint. But an important repaint, a good repaint. So now, of course, he can utilize his weapon. So first things first, I would like to show you how you can store the weapon in robot mode. There's a slot right there, and there's a tab right there. So you can just tab this in to the back, just like that, and there we go. He can holster the gun on his back, but he's a soldier, so he needs to hold the gun in his hand. Just hold the gun right there, and there we go. So he can now shoot some Decepticons, you know, to their deaths. So shoot them into oblivion. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, but really well done figure in my opinion. Really well done. So alright, so let us bring in some size comparisons. So here we have Bumblebee movie Ironhide compared with the Siege Ironhide. And yeah. Maybe they are relatable. I don't know. I don't know. But hey, the Siege Ironhide is definitely very, very much, you know, it's taller than the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Ironhide figure, and it shows you they're from two totally different iterations. You know, hey, two totally different versions. But you know, both are Cybertronian-like designs, so I will give them that. I will give them that. You know, they're Cybertronian designs, and I mean, I like this Siege Ironhide figure. I like this Cybertronian design for Siege Ironhide. I think it looks good on him. But I do like this one too. This one looks pretty cool. Very, very this one is definitely very. It's more realistic than this. You know, this one's more in and oh yeah, and also of course his hips are a little loose, you know, a little bit looser than I would like, you know, if I do the shake test. Yeah, I mean, they're not that loose. It's not that loose where it gets to the point where he just falls back easily. No. It's not that loose, you know. It's a little bit loose. Little bit, just a little bit. So, yeah. But yeah, this figure is still fun. He's still a fun figure to mess with. Very chunky. He's a chunky bot, and I love him. But I do love him. I do love this figure as well. So this is a really cool figure in my opinion. So, but yeah. But which Ironhide would you want to go for? Siege or the Bumblebee movie version? It's your pick, your choice. It's your personal preference. You prefer this or prefer that? So it's your choice. I'm not gonna make you choose. You choose for yourself. So, but I do highly recommend this one. Really great figure in my opinion. So, but anyway, let's move on. And here is Bumblebee movie Ironhide compared with the Bayverse version of Ironhide from Studio Series, and again, two totally different designs here. So yeah, the Bumblebee movie is definitely not connected to the Bayverse whatsoever, because these two are totally different iterations of the same character. So yeah. But which Ironhide design do you prefer in the movies? You prefer this guy or prefer this one? Me personally, I'm kind of torn because I actually like both designs equally. I love the Bayverse Ironhide because this is what I grew up with, but I do love this one. I do love this one too, so I'm kind of torn. I don't know which one's my favorite design for movie Ironhide. I don't know. I guess I kind of like this one a little bit better because it looks more humanoid. I guess, I don't know, but this is a great design as well. Very unique, you know, very different version of Ironhide. So I don't know. I don't know, but which do you like better? Do you which do you like better? You know, answer the question in the comment section down below. So there we go. Yeah, you choose which design you like better. For me, I like both designs. I think they're cool. They're unique in their own way. So, yeah. Alright, so that is pretty much it for the Ironhide comparison. So now let us reunite Bumblebee movie Ironhide with his other Bumblebee movie Autobot teammates. So, chop chop! And there you go. There we have Ironhide reunited with his Autobot teammates from the Bumblebee movie, you know, in Studio Series form, and yeah, they look so freaking good together. Whoo, man, I love these figures so much. I mean, Studio Series has been knocking these out of the park. They definitely could have done better with these two, but hey, they're pretty good. They're still pretty good figures, okay? They're still pretty good representations of their Cybertronian forms from the movie. So yeah. Now, as you can see Ironhide and Ratchet, they both have different heads. You know, this guy has a more Ratchety head, and this guy has a more Ironhidey head. So that's the only thing that they remolded on Ironhide, but everything else is the same with Ratchet. But it doesn't matter. I don't care because, you know, it's supposed to be like that. You know, Ratchet and Ironhide are supposed to be repaints within each other. So same thing with Earthrise Ratchet and Earthrise Ironhide, and the same thing with Siege Ratchet and Siege Ironhide. So it's par for the course, you know. It's a tradition. It's the tradition that they have to follow with red and white Ironhide and Ratchets. So it's a tradition they have to follow, you know. Hey, so yeah. So I have no complaints whatsoever here. So yeah, I've been loving these figures so much, you know, from this toy line, and yeah, they're just really fantastic in their own way. So yeah, just in my opinion anyway. So, but alright, so that is pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons right here. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series number 84 Deluxe Class Bumblebee movie Ironhide. And yeah, a really well done figure in my opinion. Again, you know, it's the Ratchet mold, but I like it. You know, hey, it's par for the course. He's supposed to be a repaint of Ratchet with a new head, and I think they did a really good job with this figure. You know, I love the color scheme. You know, the paint on the legs, on the feet, that is really well done. Love the paint on the arms as well. You know, the details are they really pop, in my opinion. They just pop. They just pop. Yeah, the robot mode just looks really good. You know, the ultimate looks just as good as Ratchet. You know, hey. The articulation's pretty good also. You know, I don't care about the wrist swivels because at least his hands can actually move inward for transformation. So, but yeah, the transformation. Speaking of the transformation, it's fun, it's smooth, it's enjoyable. You know, it's fluid. So I got no complaints there. There are some visible gaps in robot mode as well. again, I don't really complain about gaps because I just don't. I just really don't. I just don't care about gaps. Yeah, but yeah, overall though, he's a really well done figure, and it's quite unfortunate the weapon can't really store properly in the alt mode because it just falls off when you turn it upside down. So that's just unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. So, but all in all though, really cool figure, really well done figure. He's really solid, you know. Yeah, his hips can be a little bit loose sometimes, but probably that's just my copy. I think my Ratchet's hips are also loose. They're also pretty loose on my copy, but it's not too loose. It's not that loose where it gets to the point where it's just, you know, it just makes the figure fall back easily. No, that's not the case. The hips are loose, but not too loose. They're only a little bit loose. You know, that's all. That's all they are, a little bit loose. But otherwise, he can actually stand just fine. He doesn't fall backwards easily. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's it. You know, for what I feel about this figure and what I think about this figure, I just think it's a really good figure, and I definitely highly recommend it. Really cool, very fun to mess with. I dig it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm definitely going to give this guy a I don't know, probably a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Just wish the gun was more secure in alt mode, and definitely the hips could have been a bit more tight, a bit tighter, you know. But hey, that's just a minor issue, nothing major, nothing bad. So yeah, but yeah, 9.5 out of 10, almost perfect, almost there. just a little bit here, a little bit more to make it more solid, you know, yeah. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Still a great score for this figure because this figure is awesome, in my opinion anyway. So that is pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will know when my new videos are up and ready. And you can always check out my Studio Series Reviews playlist for any videos I may have missed. So I'll post links to that playlist in the description down below. And oh yeah, I got this figure from Kaki Toy. That's where I got it. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for me to say. So there you have the Transformers Studio Series number 84 Deluxe Class Bumblebee movie Ironhide. And this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to Lola One, and I'll see you guys next time. Yay! Yeah.
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita One. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.